What if Geto never turned evil? How would that change the story? And how would that affect Kenjaku's plan? Suguru Geto was born in 1990. He attended Tokyo Jujutsu High with Gojo and Shoko. They become friends and were assigned to several missions. In the year 2006, Gojo and Geto are the two strongest sorcerers, which is why they are entrusted with the safety of a star plasma vessel. As we all know, the mission gone wrong, as Toji killed the star plasma vessel, aka Riko. Well, Riko will also die in our timeline, but her impact on Geto will be less severe. Haibara will not die, and thus Geto will not be completely plunged into darkness. Now, we will go directly to his conversation with Yuki. This conversation will be the reason for changing Geto's path forever. Yuki will notice that he is taking a dark path, so she will try to convince him. I'm not saying that a mere dialogue will change him, but the spark of goodness that still exists inside him will overcome the darkness that was possessing him. Days later, Geto is sent on a mission to a village. In the original timeline, Geto decides to massacre the village when the villagers want him to kill two young sorcerers, even after he had exorcised the curse. But this time, he will spare their life and take the two girls to Tokyo Jujutsu High. Geto and Gojo would hold the title of the strongest duo and be very influential. The events of Jujutsu Kaisen 0 won't happen, and Rika's soul will be freed later. Yuji still becomes a vessel for Sukuna. Now, the major difference would be, what body would Kenjaku possess since Geto is not dead? Well, I thought of Toji, but Toji's soul will overpower Kenny just like the grandson. Even if Toji's body doesn't override Kenjaku, Kenny's arsenal is heavily nerfed and probably stands no chance even against Solo Yuki. Since Toji's body has zero cursed energy, I don't think Kenjaku would be able to use what he's best at, using fundamental curse techniques at their peak. So Toji is not an option. Kenny will stick to Kaori Itadori's body. I assume he would still gather Jogo, Mahito, and others under him somehow. Kenjaku needs Geto's curse technique to pull off his plan of resurrecting the old sorcerers too, so I think he would just add a step to the plan, that being to kill Suguru Geto and steal his body. But guess what? Gojo won't let him do that. So, I think Kenjaku would focus on his backup plan of getting Sukuna to kill Gojo, meaning Kenjaku would put all his attention on getting all 20 fingers, which is something not possible at the moment. And the only option left for him is to seal Gojo. Everything will be the same as the original timeline until Shibuya Incident Arc. Kenjaku, with the help of disaster curses, is able to seal Gojo to the prison realm. Kenjaku needed two things to start the culling game: cursed spirit manipulation and idol transfiguration. The plan is that Sukuna have to kill Geto and Kenny possesses his body. Before fighting Mahoraga, Sukuna will head immediately to Geto. Yuta also arrived to protect Suguru since he is the key to start the culling game. Yuta will fight Sukuna, but unfortunately he is no match with the King of Curses. Now, instead of taking Geto's body, Kenjaku will take Yuta's because of his curse technique, which allows him to copy Geto's technique, and so is everyone's else. He is literally the best thing Kenjaku can have. But wait, Rika will not accept the death of her lover. Well, Kenjaku has the ability to manipulate everyone, so he will not face any problems dealing with her. Kenjaku now has full control over Yuta and his curse technique. Kenjaku believes that there must be more potential for cursed energy in the form of human beings than just jujutsu sorcerers and cursed spirits. To achieve this, he wants to optimize cursed energy. This will mean that cursed spirits and jujutsu sorcerers will coexist, but not in harmony. So how does he plan to achieve this? Through the culling game. As we mentioned before, to start the culling game, Kenjaku needs Mahito's idol transfiguration and Geto's cursed spirit manipulation. For Mahito, it's easy to get his cursed technique, but first he needs to copy the cursed spirit manipulation. Kenny went after Geto, while Sukuna went to save Megumi and fight Mahoraga. Yuta, aka Kenjaku, finds Geto and defeats him after a short fight. In the original timeline, Yuta was able to defeat Geto, which means he will not face any problem against him now. Kenjaku will take only one of Geto's fingers, so Geto is still alive. The exact conditions of the copy technique are still unknown, but there is speculation that even a small strand carrying their DNA could be enough. Kenjaku now has the cursed spirit manipulation. He uses his new technique on Mahito and absorb him and get the idol transfiguration, immediately starting the culling game. In the original timeline, Yuta and Takaba faced Kenjaku in Geto's body, and they actually win the battle, killing the culling game architect. Well, Geto will replace Yuta. He will go after Kenjaku, who is possessing Yuta's body now. Geto will not stand a chance against Kenjaku, which means he will die immediately after Kenjaku opens his domain expansion. On the other hand, Gojo will be freed from the prison realm with the help of the angel. Sukuna will give him no time. The fight between the strongest will start right after the unseal. With that being said, our friends have no time to make any plan. Sukuna beats Gojo and kill him at the end. Kashimo steps into the battlefield but dies after some minutes. At that moment, Kenjaku appears and fights beside the King of Curses. In the original timeline, Yuta played a crucial role defeating Sukuna. Now he is not here. What I'm gonna say, our friends have no chance winning the battle.
Everyone dies.
As the merger starts. Before I wrap this up, it's a good video about all the binding vows. Watch it, you will like it.